What is going on, everybody? Pew Pew Nation Live, episode 88. What's going on, everyone? What's up, Zach? What's up, Nathan, Mike, Mark, Cindy, Johnny, Stephanie? Who else is here? What's up, Eric? Yeah, F this weather is right, man. It is freaking cold outside. I'm over it. I'm done with it. So we are here, though. Pew Pew Nation Live, episode 88. It's cold as hell in here like it always is. There's a heater running under this table, and it's still freezing. Just my one leg is hot. Everything else is frozen, though. Chris will be joining us in just a little bit. He had a meeting that he had to attend, so he is out in his truck at the meeting right now. I'm eating Sour Patch Kids because that's my dinner tonight, apparently. As I've been going nonstop since I got home from SHOT Show. So, yeah, exhausted. Anyway, hope everybody's doing good. Hope you guys all got a chance to, if you weren't live with us last week from SHOT Show, you got a chance to see that video. If you haven't, it's still on Facebook. Make sure you guys go check that out. If you've ever been interested in what SHOT Show is. So, like I said, everybody always is like, oh, I'm so jealous you get to go to SHOT Show. I'm so jealous. It is not all it's cracked up to be. I had fun. I got a lot done. I'm media, so it's different than like if I'm just going as like a gun dealer, trying to purchase product or whatever, or being able to just walk around and check out new product and all that stuff. It's a lot different for me being there as media than it is for, some of these other people like the gun dealers and stuff like that. So I walked, I got in Monday, we left Friday afternoon. About the same time we got in, we left. So I have over 50 miles logged on my watch between Monday and Friday. Over 50. It was like 18,000 to 20,000 steps a day, pretty much. It's just ridiculous. It's nonstop. I had every intention this year of not having as many meetings and things like that as I usually do, and that turned completely sideways on me, and I had meetings all over the place. So all over the place on the SHOT Show floor, plus after-hours meetings, all over. So it was crazy. It was a lot of fun. Saw a lot of cool stuff. Got to meet a bunch of cool people like always. That's the best part of SHOT Show, really. 100% is the ability to meet all these people. Like I email these people, a lot of these people all year long. They're sending me product to review and stuff like that. And then to finally get to have face-to-face time and actually meet them is super cool. So I do get a lot done at SHOT Show. It's just a lot of work, and then you recover for like the week after or a couple weeks. I have like 7 work orders from SHOT Show, and they're all due like now, product roundups and stuff from SHOT Show, and I have photo jobs and everything else that's going on as well. So I've been literally going from 7 in the morning until 1 o'clock in the morning every day since I got home, and haven't had a chance to rest. This weekend, Kevlar Barbecue is throwing the most epic rib competition ever, I'm calling it. It's the second annual. There's like 3 or 4 spots open. If there's anybody watching that's in the Oakland County area that would want to get in on that, if you've never cooked a rib competition before, not a big deal. There's tons of guys there that'll walk you through stuff and show you, have pointers for you and all that stuff. There's a couple spots left though. $75 to get in. And shoot me a message if you are seriously interested. And I will get you in touch with Kevin, who is running that. it's gonna be pretty sweet. So you definitely want to check that out. But on top of all the SHOT Show stuff I got going on, I have to get ready for my first rib competition as well. So I've been in rib competitions before, never in a actual like full-on competition with cooks that do this, like some of them professionally for a living. So it's going to be pretty sweet. But that's what I've been doing while recovering from SHOT Show. So this year I didn't get sick. I got a little sniffles the other day, but Wednesday. Sunday I had a little bit of stuffy head and stuff like that. Usually I always get SHOT Show crud. Everybody does. This year it must have been all the masks. That's what it must have been. Which, by the way, I didn't wear a mask one time on the SHOT Show floor. I didn't wear a mask one time in an airport, Detroit or Las Vegas airport. Nobody said a word to me. So it's that whole do not comply. Just don't comply. People don't want to say stuff to you. Eric said an electric bike would have cut down on those miles. Hell yeah, it would have. That would have been awesome. There was actually some really cool electric bike companies and electric ATVs. There was this guy that they're actually making them in Sterling Heights, Michigan, which I thought was kind of cool. I honestly don't think that the company's going to go anywhere, but the technology in these ATVs, they're four-wheel drive stand-up ATVs. They're freaking cool. The technology in them is really cool. I just think the price is going to kind of kill them. And the fact that they're electric, so there's you're kind of limited. You go 80 miles on it, it goes 40 miles an hour, so the thing moves. They were super cool. But they're being made in Michigan, which I thought was cool. There was electric scooters that have suspension that you could hook trailers up to now and pull deer out of the woods, and electric bikes that do the same stuff. And there was all kinds of cool stuff. Saw a bunch of cool vehicles out there, a whole bunch of cool products, some new gun releases. Nothing super exciting. There's I'm going to be getting one, actually. They just emailed me today. It's an aluminum. In essence, it's an aluminum framed Glock, but it's this company. They made this entire system. It uses a P320 fire control unit inside a Glock-ish frame. It's their frame that's all aluminum. Their slide, it's all Glock parts, Glock internals. So you can take your Glock slide, like a Glock 19 slide, off your gun, put it on this frame if you wanted to. Super, super cool stuff. I'm very impressed with that. I can't wait to shoot it. They're supposed to be sending me one in the next couple weeks, so you guys will definitely get to see that thing. But it's only $699 MSRP. So the company is... what the hell's the company? Let me see this guy. I forgot the damn name of the company. It's a cool name, too. Who the hell is it? No, it's not that guy. Hold on. I'll tell you the name of the company, because it's actually a pretty cool name. It is... Oh my god, I know I have it in here somewhere. Well, I don't know where it is. I know I have it in here. Damn it, I can't think of what it is now. It's driving me nuts now. Hold on. There it is. Live Free Armory. So Live Free Armory. You guys check them out. I will have one of their new... the Amp pistols, AMP. I'll have one in the next couple weeks to show you guys. That thing was cool. I was pretty impressed with it. There's not really a lot of guns that impressed me there. There was one SAR from SAR USA that I happen to be very impressed with. And it's mainly because if you didn't see my live video, I designed it. So that was super cool to see. I've had my name in magazines. I've had my pictures in magazines all over the place. I've had cover shots of magazines. I've been all over the internet, stuff like that. To see a gun that I've spent a year and a half designing come to life and people holding it in the booth and being like, wow, this thing is super cool, that was awesome. That was probably the best part of SHOT Show for me. It was super cool to see that thing. SAR USA, the SAR 9, it's coming out soon, so it was very, very cool to see that thing. I actually have a couple little SAR things here. We got some SAR keychains, SAR 9s, so I figured that would be cool to give away since we're going to talk about the gun I designed, and this is the base of the gun that I designed it off of. So we got a couple of those combat handguns with the SAR 9 on the cover. We're going to give that away today, and we got a bunch of other stuff over here to give away. So maybe we'll give one away in just a second here, actually. Yeah, let's give one away now. You guys want a giveaway? Quick giveaway here while I eat another Sour Patch Kid? Or basic dinner. Let's see some likes and loves here if you want a keychain giveaway. Alright. You're not that excited about it, but I'm going to give it away anyway. So if you're new to Pew Pew Nation, the way that we always do these giveaways, actually, before I even say that, if you guys are watching on one of the other pages, so this is on Right to Bear Arms, this is on Not Just Guns. If you guys are watching on one of those pages, you need to click on the link and come over to Pew Pew Nation to watch it live on Pew Pew Nation's page, on this page. Because if you don't, I will not see your guesses for the giveaways. So you have to come over to the Pew Pew Nation page. I'll give you a couple seconds here to get there. All you got to do is click on the video itself, and it should take you right over to my page, and you should be watching under Pew Pew Nation instead of Not Just Guns or Right to Bear Arms or something like that. You got to be on my page, though, in order to win the giveaways. So it used to be that Facebook would cross everything over, and I found out a couple weeks ago they don't do that anymore. So I was seeing on other pages people's guesses, and I never saw those people even watching. And it was because Facebook is being Facebook again. So make sure you guys come over here right now, and we're going to start guessing. We're going to give away a SAR 9 keychain. Yeah, I touched the trigger guard. How dare I do that on this keychain? Super cool little keychains from the gun that I designed. This doesn't have my slide cuts on it, obviously, but still pretty cool. So figure we would give a couple of those away. We got 2 of them over here. So when you guys see start, you're going to start guessing 1 through 100. If you guess like number 7, put like 7 exclamation points, 7 Y, 7 whatever, number or something after it to break Facebook's algorithm so that I can see your guys' guesses. You can guess as many times as you want, and the first person that we see I see with the number, because Chris isn't in here yet, will win. So start guessing 1 through 100. When you see start come up on your screen, bam, there it is. Everybody keep guessing. And what you're guessing for is the SAR 9 keychain, gun keychain. The gun I designed is off of a SAR 9, so I figured it was fitting. Keep guessing. 1 through 100. And we got a new gun to show you guys today, so that will be fun. Come on, everybody. 1 through 100. Ooh, we got some close ones. Keep going. Oh, we got a winner. Stop guessing. We got a winner. All right, stop guessing, stop guessing, stop guessing. All right, we're caught up. So the winner of the first, we have another one. We have two dueling SAR keychains. Okay, you can have a little gunfight. Pew, 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 pew. The winner of the first SAR 9 keychain is Stephanie Johnson. Congratulations, Stephanie. You got yourself the keychain. We are going to have another keychain to give away, plus a magazine, and we got shirts. 2 of those shirts. One of them is a brand new design, too. So you're going to make sure you want to stick around to win one of those shirts. So congrats, Stephanie. What was I going to say about that? So yeah, so that was SHOT Show. It was cool. It's cool. It's still, like, I've been doing today is actually the anniversary of it's a 5-year anniversary of me starting to write. So I submitted my first article 5 years ago today. And it's kind of funny, like, it came up in my memories to look back at that first article, and it was so hard for me to write that article. Like, it was about things that, like, your first time concealed carrying, things to think about, to watch for, the emotions that you're going to go through, all that stuff. And that's what the article was about. It's about something that I really knew really well. I know really well. It's one thing that, like, Pew Pew Nation is about, and that's kind of what I started a lot of this for, was I do a lot with firearms, obviously, but my goal is to never forget what it was like to be learning firearms the first time. So I've said it a bunch of times on here. I never grew up with firearms. Firearms were new to me about 15 years ago. I started getting into guns a little bit, pretty much out of necessity. And when I wrote that first article, it was like, oh, I know this topic. I can write that. Yeah, why not? So it was the editor-in-chief of the magazine reached out to me, saw some stuff I was posting on Facebook, and he's like, maybe you should try writing. I like what you're talking about. Like, try writing. Let's see if you can do it. It probably took me 3 weeks to write that first article. Like 3 weeks straight trying to figure out how to write that article. I got ideas down on paper. I got, started typing it out on the computer. Had no idea where I was going with it. And it was kind of funny because I wanted everybody's opinion. So I had probably 10 people proofread that first article that I did. And everybody had suggestions for me. And I loved the suggestions. But I started taking all these suggestions in, and I realized that by using all their suggestions, it wasn't my article anymore. It was totally going a different direction that was not what I wanted. That's not what the article was about. So, and I was confusing myself, and I remember like it was yesterday, seriously. I was so stressed about that article, confusing the hell out of myself because all these people were giving me different pointers and, do this, do that, do this. And I finally stepped back and I was like, you know what? This is my article. I'm just gonna submit it as is. And if they don't like it, they don't like it. Maybe it wasn't for me, whatever. And then 5 years later, I'm still doing this. So that first article was terrible. It had information there, but it was so poorly written. And I tell people all the time, I'm not a writer by any means. And I think that's why I do well with what I do, is because I'm not a writer. And I don't write like a lot of people write their articles. There's a ton of great writers out there that do firearms reviews and things like that I do. And I know a lot of these people personally, and they're awesome people, but they're writers. They are professional writers. I guess technically I'm a professional writer. My stuff's published all over the place. But I'm not a writer by any means. Like, I consider myself a realist. Like, I try to write articles the way that I would want to read an article if I didn't know what anybody was talking about, or if I did know about the topic, I'd want to read the article of the person's opinion, not like a pay-to-play, like Springfield Armory sent this guy a gun, so he did a review on it and gave him a good review. I've blown companies up before, told them how their product sucked. I mean, like, I try to always find like a positive and stuff, but you can't always. Sometimes stuff just sucks. But it's, when I got into it, that's what I wanted to keep. I wanted to keep that integrity pretty much. And it's kind of cool to see it like come full circle. Like, this is my 5th SHOT Show now, and I'm walking into booths, and people have my magazine, in their booth, like this magazine, and they're like, "You did that article on this, and thanks so much for putting that product in our magazine, or in your magazine, and your review was amazing." I don't even know if I have anything in this magazine, but this exact issue. But it's really cool. Like, this year was very cool to walk into these booths. Yeah, I don't have anything in this one, but to walk in these booths, and people knew who I was, and it was really cool. Or if they didn't know my face because they might not have ever met me before, they read my name tag and they were like, "Holy crap, you're Andy Grossman!" And it was kind of cool to see. It was kind of rejuvenating, I guess, to see that the work that I do is appreciated by the companies that I'm doing it with. So, big example, I've showed you guys the tack rig holster system. That guy was down there at the booth, and he's like, literally, "You are the reason we're here." Like, the dude gave me a hug. He's like, "You are seriously the reason that we're here." Had my article out on the table, the magazine, like a little plaque and stuff. And he's like, "If you didn't do these write-ups and give us a chance, we probably wouldn't have had the revenue to even come here." Because they were a startup company when I started with it. He was sending me prototypes of the holsters that he was making. So it was super cool to see that and be recognized, I guess you could say. Like, not that I'm looking for recognition for doing what I do, but it is, like, it's like I said, it's rejuvenating. Like, you start getting burned out after a while. Like, you're constantly on the computer, you're constantly doing photo shoots, you're constantly working, and it's like, man, that's cool. All this hard work is actually being noticed. So, being a gun writer it's not always hard work, obviously. I mean, it's, you get to play with guns. Sure. There's great days when I go to the range and get to shoot all kinds of cool stuff. But what people don't understand is when I go to the range, it's work. And when the range becomes work, it kind of starts to become boring and it's not fun. I don't want to do it, So when you get, a company that's like, "Man, you did that awesome YouTube review. I saw that. I follow you on this page and this and that." And the guy he's like the main guy for Century Arms. Like, I've met him a few times, but I've never done any reviews on Century Arms stuff. I have a Century Arms AK, but I've never done a lot of stuff with them. And he was like, "Dude, I follow you on your Pew Pew Nation on YouTube. I watch all your video reviews. Like, I'm going to send you some product. I want you to do reviews on some of our guns." And this and that. I'm like, really? Okay, you know who I am. Like, that's amazing. So it was really cool to get recognized and hear that, like Mark just said, it's nice to hear appreciation for your work. And it is. I didn't realize how nice that is sometimes, but it was very nice to get that appreciation and actually feel like I was important, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, again, not looking for recognition all the time, or I don't need somebody to pat me on the back for writing an article, but it is nice to get that recognition, especially at a giant show like that, like 42,000 people or something like that attended, which is way down from normal for SHOT Show. But the fact I could walk into a booth and people are like, I know you. Hey, nice job on that article. We got your magazine right here on the counter. We've been showing people your article all day. Like, I'm in some of the magazines that people are like, look, it's you in the magazine. This is sweet. So it was definitely very cool. So what's up, Matt Fisher? Just joining us. So that is it. I just thought it was cool. And writing for the magazines is something that I never in my wildest dreams thought I would ever be doing. Because again, I am not a writer. I would never call myself a writer. I write, like I said, I write how I would want to read it. I write for the everyday person. I don't need to do ballistics testing on, a 9mm handgun or something like that. I write for the person that wants to know if the gun went bang. Did you put a bunch of rounds through it? Did the gun go off? Awesome. It did? Perfect. That's fantastic. Then it's a decent gun. Like I did the first reviews on the Taurus G3, G3C, and the GX4. And everybody on YouTube was giving me shit on those reviews. Like, oh, the Taurus must have paid you to do these reviews and this and that. Well, I don't own any of those guns, by the way. I would love to own those guns because they were all freaking fantastic guns. But financially, it didn't make sense to buy that. And when those were up for grabs, I wanted to buy something else. So those guns went back to Taurus. That's all there is to it. They sent them to me to do the reviews, and it is what it is. So, people will sit there and talk about how, like, oh, this gun's junk, that gun's junk, this and that. My goal is to give unbiased reviews no matter what the product is, if it's a gun, if it's whatever. It doesn't matter. I just want to give an unbiased review. And that has always been my goal. And unfortunately, there is a lot of gun writers out there that, and YouTubers especially, that are pay to play. They don't want to do that review unless they get to keep that gun no matter what. Sure, I love to keep guns. I love guns. I want as many as I can get. But I'm not going to do a positive review just so I can keep your gun. That's it. Matt Fisher said, congratulations, what happened to your mustache? He kind of liked it. I kind of liked it too. There was a bunch of people that were mad at SHOT Show that have seen the show and stuff that were like, where's your mustache? And it's kind of my wife made me shave it. She was like, you got to look professional for all these people. You don't look professional. And then I shaved it and I was like, kind of liked it. I think I would have looked just fine and professional. So the mustache might come back. We'll see what happens. See, now everybody says they like my mustache. So, damn it. I'm just coming back. That's all there is to it. Starting to grow it today. I shaved yesterday. It's coming back tomorrow. Well, I don't grow hair very fast, so it'll take me like 3 weeks, and I might have a mustache again. All right. See, look at everybody saying it. Do it. I liked it. Yeah. All right. It's coming back. Mark asked if I did a yeet cannon yet. I have not, actually. But if I had an opportunity to do a yeet cannon review, I would totally do that yeet cannon review like it was any other gun. If that gun runs, if I put 500 rounds through that thing, and it keeps ticking, and it never jams, I never have issues with it, I'm going to say that it did well. And I might write that article a little differently and say, it's a yeet cannon, it's a high point, but I was able to put 1,000 rounds through this gun with no cleaning, no nothing, and it did well. So that's it. If it does well, it does well. That's all. I can't bash a gun if I don't have issues with it. Now, I've had guns that were worth $2,000 that just were total shit. That fell apart in my hands pretty much. So, and I'll talk about that all day long. I actually don't write for the NRA anymore. I used to write for the NRA. I refuse to write for the NRA because honestly, and I don't know if I should even say this, but the NRA, their publications, they will not allow writers to write negative about a company. I was writing a review on a Kimber. The Kimber ran well. It was fine. But the finish on the gun sucked. That was all there was to it. The finish sucked. It was sitting in my safe with dehumidifiers in there, everything else, and the finish had a bunch of little pits in it, like little rusty pits, which I don't even know what they were. It was aluminum, so it was something in the finish that was doing that. I wrote about it in the NRA publication. They wouldn't publish it. They wouldn't pay me because they wouldn't publish it. They're like, you got to take that out of there, or you got to call Kimber and have them send you another sample that doesn't have that finish issue. Well, no. The gun had that finish problem. So I wrote about how I liked the gun. The gun was good, but the finish sucks. That's all there is to it. So why would I have them hand pick a gun for me or do something different to a gun so that it doesn't have that problem? But then when the consumer, you guys, get that gun after reading my review, you're like, the hell is he talking about? This thing rusted out the first time I used it. And that's what my goal. I don't want that. I'm not going to do that. So I literally don't write for the NRA anymore. It's as simple as that. Sure, the money was good. I want the money. I want to be in those publications. But I will refuse to not write honest reviews. That's all there is to it. Joel said I have a few Taurus guns and love them. I have the 856-38 Special Snub Nose and a G2S 9mm. Nice. So the G3 series is the upgraded G2s. And I was never a fan of the G2 that much. The triggers and stuff, they just were really bad. But they do run. Everybody loves them. And the G3, G3C, and that GX4 are freaking fantastic guns. Seriously, they are amazing guns. And they actually have, at SHOT Show, they released the G3X, I believe it's called, which is, they're kind of going Glockish on stuff where they're like, oh, we'll put this frame with this slide. So I don't even remember which way it went. I think they had the G3 frame with the G3C slide, which always cracks me up because I feel like they're going the wrong way. If I'm thinking concealed carry, I want the short frame with the long slide because it's easier to conceal. What sticks out when you're concealed carrying? If I'm on my hip, right now I got a gun on my hip. The grip is the part that's hard to conceal. The barrel will just ride down my leg further. It's not a big deal. So I never understood that, but I'm pretty sure the G3X is the G3 frame with the G3C slide. And then I want to say that they said they were coming out with the opposite direction as well, which was going to have a different name, which is good. That's the gun that they should come out with. Or maybe the other one they were coming out with was a GX4 G3C like combo or something like that. I can't remember exactly. I saw a lot of guns there. 30 deer with my SKS and still get shit about it. Yeah, trust me. I've done those reviews on the Tauruses, and everybody still gets. I still get comments today on those videos like, "Oh, this guy's a joke. He said a Taurus was good." Like, Taurus is good, man. Like, Taurus's new stuff, especially the TX22 competition, is one of the baddest 22 pistols I've ever shot in my life. That thing is freaking amazing. What's up, Jennifer? Matt said NRA has changed. They really went downhill. I'm still an NRA instructor. I'm still an NRA member, but I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that the NRA is doing, and it's just they need different leadership. Matt Fisher said my wife has a G2 and it's great. The Sky is crap though. So I learned some stuff about Sky pistols that made me never want to touch one again. But I learned that at the show, and I'm not even going to talk about it here. But I will say that I picked up a Sky pistol, the Sky 380, at industry event out in Idaho. Athlon Outdoors puts on Rendezvous. And I picked that gun up, and the guy from Sky was like, yeah, everybody's been trying to hit that 100-yard target just to do something. The 100-yard up on the hill there. So I was like, oh, with the 380? Seriously? I'm like, all right. Picked that thing up, like figured out the sights. Pink! First shot. 100 yards with a 380, little tiny Sky pistol. So I will say that they some of them run. I can't say all of them, because they had a gun that completely melted down at that same event the next year. So it locked up and you couldn't do anything. But it's, again, some people have good luck with them. It's a very budget-friendly gun that I would probably put above a high point at least. But I would just spend a little tiny bit more money and get a G3C or something. Eric said he loves his SKS, but it's heavy. Joel shot the GX4 at Shoot this summer, and it was awesome. The GX4, I'm not gonna lie, I will say it right here on the show live. The GX4 has the best trigger that Taurus has ever put in a polymer pistol, by far. That's it. I don't think that an aftermarket company could make a trigger better than the GX4's trigger that's in that gun for Taurus. It is unbelievable. Yes, the ergonomics, there is no ergonomics of Sky pistols. It is a block of plastic that they kind of rounded the corners on. They're like, that'll work. We'll throw it out there. People will buy it. We'll make it a bunch of cool colors, and people will love it. That's what Sky did. But yes, I found out some stuff on Sky that I will never touch a Sky pistol. I don't care. I have no desire to ever touch a Sky pistol again, knowing what I know now about that company's ownership. That's what I'm going to leave it at. Jennifer said they love their GX4. GX4 is awesome. Just catching up on comments here. I think we're all caught up now. All right, let's do a giveaway. You guys want another giveaway? I don't know if Chris is coming in or not. I was hoping he did for the traveling defense weapons. We're going to talk about defensive tools that you could use every day. So, this came to me on the airplane when my tactical pen got stolen from me by the freaking TSA agent. That asshole. Like a $90 pen. He's like, oh, I can't take this on the plane. I wanted to punch that guy in the face. I was not happy. But we'll talk about it. Matt Fisher said, how you doing anyways, Andy? I'm doing great. I am doing great. I just have a very, very insanely crazy busy schedule this week that I feel like I need like 40-hour day so that I could sleep for like 5 hours and work for 35. Because that's about what I'm doing anyway. So it'd just be better if it just was one day instead of me staying up for, a day and a half straight just to sleep for 3 hours and then stay up again. But that's all right. I'll catch up eventually. All right, let's do a giveaway here. You guys want a giveaway? We're going to do the SAR 9 on Combat Handguns magazine by Athlon Outdoors. This is one of the companies that I do a ton of my writing for, is Athlon Outdoors. I actually don't have any articles in this one, which is kind of funny. I grabbed it, but it is what it is. And we're doing the keychain. So you're getting the look at they're like friends. SAR 9 on the cover with the SAR 9 keychain. Matching. Twinsies. Who wants to win it? Sweet. Matt Fisher got a shirt. Who else did I see? Who sent me the message earlier with their, I believe it was a hat. Mark Rigdon, did you, I think you got something you won. A hat or something and a sticker. I think you sent me the picture. I thought it was you. Man, I don't even remember which shirt you won. Did you win one or did you buy one? Pew Pew Nation shirt. All right. Well, Matt answers that question and Mark answers that question. It was all over here. God. Oh, Matt got the red, white, and Pew. That's right. Hell yeah. It's the OG. That's right. You won that one. Oh yeah, Mark got the FJB sticker. That's right. I did see. I saw your message to me, Mark. I appreciate that. I usually I'll reshare those too. I just haven't gotten to doing it yet. All right, magazine and keychain. All right, you guys ready for a giveaway? I don't even think you guys gave me any love on here. Tell me that you were ready. Let's see some hearts. I want to see this screen filled with hearts. Yeah, Matt, that was literally the first shirt I ever designed. And I was like, I did it a bunch of different ways and changed stuff on it a bunch of times, and that was what I came out with. Which, by the way, we have a brand new shirt design that is in the works right now that I think you guys are going to absolutely love. So I love it. I think it's sweet. I'm excited about it. All right, look at that. Everybody's loving it. All right, let's start guessing. Start guessing 1 through 100 for the magazine and keychain giveaway. We'll give both these guys away. There's a keychain right there with the Combat Handguns magazine. When you see start on your screen, you can start guessing. And keep guessing until I say stop. Keep guessing. Keep guessing 1 through 100. And we got the 2 Freedom Fatigue shirts to give away still today too. So. Come on. Getting impatient. I'm going to be Chris in a second here. Yeah, Kevin, I'm still alone. I don't know what Chris is doing. I miss him. Keep guessing, guys. 1 through 100. Come on. Oh, hold on. I just looked up at the screen. I think I saw it. I did. All right, stop guessing. That one has not even come through my phone yet, but it's on there. So we got you. Again, that is the... What sucks? Oh no, I lost it. Where'd it go? Lost that one. All right, either way, stop guessing. I did not get the last name written down. Stop. All right. The winner is... Was it Mike Houtini? I didn't get your last name written down, but I know that's what it was. It was something around there. So, Mike, congratulations. Say yes, I won or something on here so I can write your last name down. Sorry. Congratulations, Mike. And when he comments, I'm going to say his last name. Hey! Oh, he's finally here.
Coming. Give me a second.
About time. Actually, got good timing. We're going to go into the travel defense stuff. Mike Hutari. That is your last name. I knew it was somewhere around there. Perfect. You are the winner. So congratulations, Mike. You got the magazine and the keychain. And then Chris is in here now. And we'll go into what was I talking about? Traveling defense weapons or travel weapons. Things that you could use to defend yourself, especially in the case of that you have to fly on our stupid airlines and they steal.
Look at you and your candy bag over here.
You like that?
Yeah, I'm coming.
All right.
I can't sit on this side.
You got to sit on that side?
No, I got to get on this side.
Oh, yeah.
I see a good side.
Hold on. We got to switch. Okay.
Coming in.
There we go. Oh, this couch is cold over here.
There's a heater over here. Hey, everybody.
What's up? Chris is here.
Sorry. Had to deal with the natives. They were restless. If you're wondering, I don't know if he told you. I'm on my board for my association, and people are complaining about the fact that snow didn't get plowed within 5 minutes of it stopped storm. So,
Karens.
bunch of Karens. Probably for real.
All right, so we're talking about traveling defense weapons, and this, like I said, this came up when I was getting my tactical pen stolen from me by TSA.
Bunch of shit.
It really pissed me off. Can you guys tell? It's like a $90 pen. They said that you can't have it because it's aluminum and it has a point on one end.
Take this with you.
You probably could take that through though. Doesn't have a point. So if you read TSA's like rules, pens are allowed. That was a pen. They're like, oh no, you could break the glass with it. Break the glass with my fist, like. So I was pissed. I was like, whatever. I'm not gonna like go back and wait for all this crap and try to ship this thing and everything else. So they got themselves one of the TSA guys has a nice $90 tactical pen. But what that reminded me, I was like, well, that honestly, it was with a notebook because it's a legit pen that I use, especially when I'm at media events to write notes while I'm in booths and stuff like that. Well, not that I can't get another pen, obviously, from a booth, but it's just the principle that it's a $90 pen. I wanted it. Well, it also served as in my mind always, it served as a legit weapon. If something happened on the airplane and I needed to have something to try to defend myself, at least I have something in my possession that I could utilize as a weapon, right?
Let me ask you this. You're a cowboy on here. I don't know, a lot of northern boys don't really wear big belt buckles, but
Yeah.
that'd be my first choice if you can let me on with my rodeo winning buckle.
BS
I
buckle?
don't have. I
Yeah.
never one. It's
Yeah.
a BS rodeo.
Yeah, but no, sir, that's what this is. This
Well, that would be
whole
my
thing.
first thought. Would be my belt is what I'm going to be using.
So what cracked me up with the whole like, oh, it had a point on the end of it, so we can't let you in because it's aluminum and it has a point. It's a tactical pen, and I'm like, if I was some little old lady, and I wanted to knit on the plane, they'd let me bring knitting needles on the plane.
You think so?
I know so because somebody told me when I told them about my pen. They were like, the lady literally next to me was knitting the whole time with like 6-inch needles. So like, how does that work? So then I started thinking about it. Like, well, shit, I'll bring a knitting needle on the plane with me next time. Like, I'm knitting. I'm doing arts and crafts on this bitch.
Now that it's funny that you bring this up because last time I flew, I went out to visit Black Rifle Coffee out in Utah, and I met up with Ready Man, which is like they have a bunch of outdoor stuff and little they have these little metal, they're like credit cards, but they have little pop outs on them. There's saws, fish hooks, knives, razors, all this stuff. He gave me like a bunch of them. And I took them home and I put them. I traveling with my CPAP.
Yeah.
So I had my CPAP as my carry-on, And while I was in the hotel, I shoved them in the bag of the CPAP somewhere, and I didn't even know there was a bag in there. Didn't know they were there. Flew through Detroit, got home, but a week later, I go through my bag and I'm pulling them all out because I thought I threw them out at the hotel.
Yeah.
Because I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to fly with that stuff. But went right through, got them all home.
Well, that's what's like GSL.
But you get your pen taken away, and I fly home with saws, razor blades, little knives, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
I could have gone fishing.
Well, it's like GSL suppressors. The guy, one of their main sales guys, Kevin, he posts on, I follow him on Instagram. He went through Detroit security and Vegas security with his. So GSL makes the smallest suppressor in the world. It's a 22 long rifle suppressor. It's called the Pillbox. And they put it on it, like they put a keychain through it and everything to make it literally look like a pillbox. He's taken it through security every single time. It's on his keychain. It's literally just a keychain on his keychain.
How do you know this isn't a suppressor?
Exactly.
I mean, that's my.
That's
I'm
twice.
Start marketing
That's twice the size of that thing.
Flashlight suppressor.
No, you're kidding. The pillbox is literally this piece right here. Yeah. That's all it is. Like about this diameter too. It's crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's what I missed.
But he gets through. We were just talking about SHOT Show and stuff. So.
Let's keep going.
But he gets through security with that. I got through security one year. Same that rendezvous event that I was talking about. Remington actually was giving out knives. They were real cool. They had them engraved with Athlon Outdoors Rendezvous, whatever year it was. I don't even remember what year it was. And I was at the Remington booth. I knew the guy, the marketing guy for Remington pretty well. And I was at their booth last for the day. Well, he had a box of knives, like folding pocket knives. Like they were nice knives. And he was like, I don't want to take these home. I don't want to ship them or anything. So he was like, here. And he like opened up my backpack and dumped them in there. He was like, take them. There was like probably 12 knives left. I'm like, geez, okay. Well, I had a carry-on or a checked bag for that event. So I was like, yeah, I can take them home. No big deal. You just put them in your check bag. Well, I missed a couple pockets in my backpack, apparently. I had 4 knives in the backpack. TSA only found 2. So they took the 2, and I got home, and I opened my bag, and I'm like, holy shit, there was 2 more knives in there.
They're going to take away your hand lotion and your tweezers.
Yeah.
But let you travel with, I don't know, little razors and knives and saws and suppressors and knives and shit. I know. The thing is, too, though, I know a ton of cops.
Yeah.
And I could see this happening a lot because, like, my backpack it's a tactical bag. It has 500 pockets in it. And it's had magazines, ammo, all this other shit. I don't know how many cops I know that have try to go through and they find ammo in their shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like,
I do it all the time. I did it the first time I ever flew. The first time I went to SHOT Show. I got stopped. I got through security. No problem at all. It was the first time I ever was on an airplane, too. Got through security, no issues. Got, like, they make you get undressed pretty much, your belt off and boots and everything else. So I'm, like, off to the side, my backpack on the floor, getting my belt back on, getting my boots on, all that stuff. This dog comes walking by, and I'm watching it and whatever, and dog stops, starts sniffing my backpack. I'm like, God damn it, don't sit. I know what sit means. Don't sit. So the dog sits. I'm like, motherfucker, what's going on? So the guy's like, you got anything in the backpack we should know about? I'm like, I just went through security, dude. Like, what could be in the backpack? And he's like, can you come in this office with me? So he takes me in the office. He's like, you sure there's nothing in the backpack that we should know about? I'm like, not that I know of. I have no idea. I said that bag was at the range with me yesterday. So maybe the dog hit on gunpowder in the bag? I don't know. Like, just for being there? Guy tore the bag apart, found literally a single cartridge. Didn't even have a projectile. It was an empty cartridge. That's what the dog hit on. And made me sit there for like 20 minutes to figure it out. Like, he wasn't an asshole about it. He just...
You got lucky.
It was just like... That's it?
We were coming home from somewhere over in the Middle East, and we flew commercial.
Yeah.
We were flying through Italy, Rome. We went through Rome. We got to the airport. All of our green bags were all dressed in pretty much our uniforms. We're flying. The dogs hit every one of our bags because all of our LBVs were in there, and they all had, grenades and
Yeah.
all that. They were just covered in powder. On top of that, a bunch of guys were bringing home howitzers, like empty casings that are like, big howitzer rounds. And, there's all kinds of stuff that was in there. So all of our bags got hit on, and all of us had to get off, and all of us missed our flight, and none of us made it home. That got us home. Like, after being gone for like several months, you're thinking you tell your family, you're coming home tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then you don't get home tomorrow. Then you get delayed, and then you fly in. You're in the U.S., and then we get to Newark, and then we get stuck in Newark again. And then the same thing happens with our bags as they're going through American security, getting checked. They're all getting sniffed on, and then we got held over again.
That's crazy.
So troops coming home, I don't always have it that easy, especially when you're flying after coming from a hot zone, when you're coming with stuff that's covered in powder.
So while I was on the plane, I started thinking about it, and I'm like, well, what are some things that like you could use as defensive tools and weapons, and that like some of them are like legit. You got an area on something.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, if I took this thing off and whacked you with it, I'm going to knock him the F out.
Yeah.
Like, whack. You're dead. Probably die.
So, but there you go. I mean, that's it.
Leave them on. Don't even take them off.
Big ass boot,
Leave
like
them on.
that can be a weapon.
Damn right.
There's so much stuff that can be weapons. I mean, like if you are somebody that wears like gloves in the winter, obviously, get some tactical gloves. You still can get them insulated, warm, but they got it's like brass knuckles pretty much.
Well, they're basically mechanics gloves.
Yeah.
You can get them from any auto shop. They get them so you don't bust your knuckles when you're freaking wrenching on something hard.
Yeah, they got
they're
plastic.
basically plastic or Kevlar or whatever the hell they are, but you can punch whatever you want. You won't break your hands.
Yep. So anything like that, and then like I started thinking like, well, what around your house? If you didn't have knives and guns, like what around your house could you use as a weapon? And then I'm like, man, you can literally use anything. Literally anything. And you got scissors at your house.
I'm picking up my floor lamp if I don't have anything next to me. Like if you catch me in my underpants, I'm picking up my floor lamp. I'm chucking that at your face.
Aluminum water bottles, the Yeti cups, stuff like that.
Couch.
A magazine. You get like a big thick magazine, roll that thing up. That shit hurts.
Whack.
There's just so much stuff that you can use to defend yourself at any time. Hi, Moe, by the way.
Oh, jeez, I haven't even seen the comments. I'm all discombobulated because first meeting.
Pepper sprays. I always tell everybody you should have, especially like women that aren't carrying guns and stuff like that. If you're not, carry pepper spray. Make pepper spray keychains that are literally that big. Like carry a pepper spray, learn how to use it, know how to use it, and why not? It's who cares? It's something that's gonna protect you. And then like the biggest thing that I was like, well, what else? Like obviously hand to hand.
Well, here's the thing. As you were just going into that, I was sitting in my head thinking, like, what part of fighting? And this is the thing that I like. There's no such thing as a fair fight. With hand to hand, if you got nothing else, man, you got eyeballs. I mean, you can gouge people. You can even the smallest person, smallest little 100-pound frame girl on a 300-pound dude.
Yeah.
Which digs those thumbs in them, and if you don't pop them out, they're going to be screaming.
Rip somebody's nuts off, whatever you
bite them.
I don't care.
I mean, there's no such thing as a rule.
Yeah.
That you have to follow if your life is in danger and you're trying to protect it. You can pretty much, if you think of it, it's probably been done. There's probably some gross stuff out there too, but I mean, but you can do it all. That's another thing. Like you got your hands. Your hands are probably your first and ultimate weapon that you have.
Those are going to be your weapon.
That is your weapon because these control anything else that you're going to use. So this is your first weapon. Goes into your belt. Like I love belts, man. Big leather belt with a big heavy buckle on the end of it. You grab a hold of the end of that and wrap it around your hand. Yeah. Number one, if you wrap it around your hand, now you've got a leather puncher.
Yep.
And then you've got something else that you've got that can swing off, and you can come around and swing it at them if you want to. So there's all kinds of stuff you can.
Zach said it perfect. The only rule in a fight is don't lose. It's the only rule in a fight. Stephanie said I got my mom and my daughter-in-law keychain pepper spray for Christmas from Carry Girl Gear. Perfect. I think seriously.
I love pepper spray.
I got a pepper spray in my truck. People are like, "Oh, is this for Moe?" Like, no, it's for me. I don't give a shit. Somebody comes up to my window, I'll spray the shit out of them with pepper spray. Like, you're done. See ya.
I bought a bear spray, and I like the bear. Bear spray is the same exact thing, but this one,
distance.
I got distance, and I got a hell of a lot more
And velocity.
It's the same thing. Like, when you talk about when I travel on distances, like I always take I don't just carry my own little sidearm. I carry something with at least 30 extra rounds.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I have it with me. That's what I like to have. And then the bear spray is always fun to have, especially if you're fishing up north in areas where they have bears. It's a good thing to have with you too.
Oh yeah.
45.
Yeah.
Michigan, yeah. Alaska, no.
Yeah. But I mean, even if you don't have any of that stuff, you always have your hands, like we said. You always have your feet. But, like, the biggest thing that honestly we all have is we have our eyes. Like, if you pay attention to what's going on around you, most of the time, many times, you can get out of situations and not have to use your hands or feet.
Well, if you're going to use your feet, then the first thing that I'm going to do, honestly, if I have the opportunity to do it, is run.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my feet. Like, it might sound like, oh, this guy's a puss. No,
get the hell out of there.
Get the hell away from there. I mean, honestly, if you can get out of any situation, you think, oh, I don't want to look like I'm a puss because I'm running. No, run your ass the hell out of there and get the hell away.
Yep.
If you can do it, that's your first. If you can't run, then you got to stand your ground.
Yep. The other thing is, like, your eyes start the whole thing. That sees the threat, that understands what's going on, and it can avoid the threat or stop the threats before they're even a threat. Like, think about, so you read all these stories all the time about, this guy was following me around, women post on Facebook or whatever. This guy was following me around at the grocery store. And I got scared and I ran out and I got in my car and left. I never even did my grocery shopping. Like, a lot of that can be completely avoided. Like, you feel like you're being followed or somebody's being weird or something like that. Literally turn around and be like, hey, do you know what time it is? You look that guy in the eyes, all of a sudden he's like, oh shit, I don't have a victim here. Mm-hmm. When you're walking around with blinders on, you're like, in your phone on Facebook, this guy's creeping me out and he's following me around the store, and you're running around the freaking store like a moron and you never look at the guy. Like, I've asked people on there before, like, what did the guy look like? I don't know, he was like 6 foot tall. Okay. So 85% of the men in your area, like, what did he look like? Like, but they never looked at the guy's face. They never paid attention. They never tried to communicate with him. And literally just that eye contact can completely avoid situations. Because now those people know that most anybody that's going to try to attack somebody is looking for a victim, and that avoids that completely. Paul
makes a good point too. I was going to say this, but when we were talking about bear spray, pepper spray, wasp spray, it at 25 feet. I mean, you're getting a hell of a distance, and it comes out, and you're coating them. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you get hit in the face with that, they're not going to be doing anything for a while.
I've gotten spray back killing wasps before, and I almost died.
Yeah, so, I mean, technically speaking, you might be looking at a different level of lethality when you're using as opposed to, it's not meant for that. So I'm giving you guys a warning here. Yeah, pepper spray is still can be determined. That's why you guys, the stuff we buy at the store has got a lesser percentage. Yeah, it's not going to most likely kill somebody. It's just catch on fire, all that stuff if you tase them after the fact. But the thing is, if you're using wasp spray or anything like that, understand that you could be taking it a level further in the threat continuum going forward. Yeah, and you are now looking at lethal force. But at that point in time, fuck them. They're probably, if I'm spraying somebody with wasp spray, they're probably needing to die. They're not coming. They're not coming to try and give me a letter to say, hey, So
trust me, I've gotten some of that spray back, and I'm like, oh no, I'm dead. I might as well just die now.
Yeah.
So that's Paul. I saw your other comment too. We'll get to that in a second. You said, what do you think is the best mount for in your truck? I'm assuming you mean gun mount. Which if you do, just say, yeah, that's what I meant, and we'll clarify that in a second, but we'll keep going on this for a minute. Yeah. So any of that stuff, just look around you when you're out and about or in your vehicle or whatever. Think about, what could I use? Because it's good to know that stuff and good to understand that I do have weapons. Even if I can't have a gun here, I might, or a knife or whatever. An airplane is the perfect example, and that's why I thought of it, because I was like, we are literally sitting ducks in this airplane. What do I have around me to defend myself with? And I'm literally looking around me I have a backpack, some snacks in there. I could throw goldfish at them, But it's you don't have a lot on the airplane to defend yourself. But then I started thinking about it. I do actually. I got my belt. I could rip my belt off and hit people with that.
It all starts with situational awareness too, and that's the thing is too. Like as a cop, like I don't know a single other cop, and all of them do it. And a lot of other guys that are big shooters and normal people that are concerned about the situations never sit there with their back to a door in any public place, like let's just say a restaurant or anything like that. Too. And it's to the point now where I can go out to dinner with a couple people. My wife knows where I like to sit. It's not like she knows that's my seat. It's just she knows I like to sit there.
Yeah.
Other people come, she's like, "Oh, they sat down." I'm like, I can survive. I can survive a dinner.
I'll make it work.
Just situational awareness. If you know what's going on around you at all times, like if I go into a restaurant, I took my pastor out to dinner or lunch the other day. We walked in there, before we even sat down, he's like, I already knew. Like, and it's not like I consciously do it. It's like a quick scan. I look and see what's going on in it. If there's some weirdo in the corner, it's just situational awareness is your first weapon that you're gonna have. 100%. That you can do so much with, and if you use that. And then your next step is, if you can't use that, whatever, to get away. If you can't get away, then you got to get into the part where you got to fight and do it from there. So, situational. And
that's not even always only in like a defensive situation. Like situational awareness comes into effect with everything. Like we were at, me and my wife and my son, we were all at Kohl's one day. This was a couple years ago, and we had a tornado touch down. And while we were in Kohl's, so the alarms go off, everything, the sirens are going off. That you look out, I looked out the door, like things are going nuts out there. Shit's flying around the parking lot. I'm like, oh crap! So they made an announcement. Everybody needs to go to the back of the store and go in this office that's in the back of the store. People are freaking instantly like crying and they're running around, knocking clothes racks over and shit, trying to get to the back of the store. So I looked at my wife, I grabbed my son, picked him up, and I said, all right, we're going to head towards the back of the store. Because I guarantee there's something else we can do back there. Not that fucking office. Because that office is off limits. I ain't going in that office with all these panicked people. Because situationally, how is somebody going to get hurt or something's going to happen because all these people are crammed in this little office? So there was a family bathroom. And I'm like, everybody's going to the office? We're going to the bathroom. Went in the bathroom, locked the door. We're the only ones in there. If stuff went sideways, we were probably more protected, and we don't have the panicked people around. And it's all because of you got to pay attention to what's going on around you. Like, I'm not going to get stuck in a room with a bunch of panicked people. That's just not going to happen, especially with my family with me. And then somebody said, walk like you're not afraid. Nathan said, walk like you're not afraid of anything. People are less likely to mess with you. And that's one of the other things. The last thing I was going to get to was confidence. It goes with your eye contact. If you're confident in what you're doing, so I'm not the person that should be downtown Detroit at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning walking from Greektown to the Riverwalk. If you're familiar with Detroit, downtown Detroit, you know the area I have to walk through to get from Greektown to the river. I'm not the person that should be doing that, right? I did it multiple times for a couple summers straight when I used to work downtown. 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, leave the bar or whatever, and we're walking from Greektown literally to the river to sleep on the riverboat that we worked on. And it was literally all about confidence. You walk past people that you know have ill intention, and you're like, hey guys, how's it going? You have a good night? What's going on? How you doing? Like, and people are just like, the hell is this guy doing? Never had anybody mess with us. Never. Oh, Moe's back. She was doing math homework. Second grade math homework. Yeah, I didn't realize how dumb I was until I tried to do math homework with a second grader.
Wait till you get to fifth grade.
Yeah.
I'm like, what properties?
Well,
I know what properties are in there.
Did you notice in your kids' math homework, like story problems and all, they can't use like Billy and Brian?
He, him, he, her.
No, it's not even that. It's like these crazy ass names. They're like Ezekiel went with Tatiana, and you're like trying to read these stupid names. You're like, what in the hell? Like,
they're stupid.
I don't know. I don't get it. Sorry, went off on a little tangent there. But that's I mean, it all boils down to just being self-aware, and again, like Nathan said, confidence. Have your confidence in yourself. And even if you're scared shitless and you don't know how to fight, stuff like that, you always act like you do.
Well, have you seen the video of the guy at the gas station? Have you guys seen the video of the guy at the gas pump? He's there, a car pulls up to get ready to carjack him and probably take him. He takes his gas pump out of the car and just starts shooting them. And all his car, 5 guys or whatever it is, they all scatter around and jump back in the car and take off.
Yeah.
It's like that right there is when we're talking situational awareness. What weapons do I have? Yep. He had nothing on him but a gas pump.
Yep.
He started shooting them with gas, and guess what? They left real quick.
Real quick, yeah. Yeah, there was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, and it happened quick too.
Yeah.
So like, if you're pumping gas, that's another option that you have. Grab the thing that cleans your car windows.
Yeah.
That thing right there, you whack somebody with that, you're gonna hurt them.
Yeah. That's the thing. There's always something you can use. There's always something around that you can use, even if you might not think that there is. But it's important to understand that is there. You got to know where that is, where to look, and what you're looking for. So, always a good idea. Even like walking into like a restaurant, like Chris said, you scan the restaurant, see who's in there. But where's the fire extinguisher? I'll use a fire extinguisher all day on somebody. First of all, literally the way that a fire extinguisher works is it sucks the oxygen out of what you're spraying it at. So you're gonna.
Oh, you're talking about spraying it at him. I was thinking,
well, no.
You're gonna spray him. I'm gonna whack him with it.
Well, yeah, exactly. But think about it. You spray him in the face,
and then you whack him
with it. You're getting out of any situation. I mean, you got the distance with the spray though, so you get closer because you got to get close. Pretty personal to whack somebody with it.
Yeah, I like the whacking part. Just whack. Just think of that, bud.
Yeah. Paul said keys. Yes, keys.
Yep, keys
exactly. You got your keys.
Some of these people's cell phones nowadays are big enough you can throw that at somebody and hurt them.
Yeah, mine would probably die. I hate my phone sucks. But yeah, so just pay attention to that kind of stuff. Think of that kind of stuff. And don't try to take a tactical pen on the plane, apparently, because they apparently frown upon that.
Just take a knife.
Sometimes. Just take a knife, yeah. Take a knife, take some bullets, take a suppressor.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Whatever.
Knife, saws, whatever I brought home. The whole outdoor gamut of shit that I brought home.
Yeah.
I'm going fishing right now.
All right. You guys got any questions about any of that stuff or comments? Or do you want a giveaway? Let's see what you guys got to say. Giveaway or ask a question? That's the rules today.
So, you're making them do stuff, huh?
I don't know. I just made that up.
You guys are wondering, it's freaking cold out there.
It is cold.
I don't know where everybody else is, but right here in Detroit, Michigan, it's about
2.
All I know is it's like it hurts when you go, like, because I was on that video. I was on a video meeting, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing outside?" I said, "I'm in my truck." I'm like, the car's running. I got my heated seat on, heated steering wheel on high. It was still cold in there. Like,
brutal.
it was still cold.
It was brutal.
Still cold.
All right, everybody wants a giveaway. All right, let's give it away. Do the blue one?
Sure. Which one blue? The 2 blue.
The light blue. The bluish blue.
You did this one?
No, not yet. We'll do that one last.
All right.
'Cause that's the new one.
Yeah.
All right. Negative 20 this morning. 17 now, Mike said.
Where's Mike?
Where are you at, Mike? Eric said negative 5 this morning. Yeah, it was cold as hell in Michigan this morning. So let's do it.
This
nuke this.
Warm you up with
nuke this. Look, it's got a
flames and
big
fire.
explosion in George Washington. Speaking of presidents, did you guys happen to see the Freedom Fatigues page today or my page today? Look what we did today.
Yeah, you guys got to see this.
Look what we did today.
We resurrected.
We literally... Oh, he's in Minnesota, that's why. Okay. Yeah, but Mike, you're in Minnesota. You probably are wearing shorts in negative 20. Yeah, you guys are crazy out there.
And his plum smuggling Speedo, just running around all over outside, just having a good old time.
All right, let's show.
Sorry for that visual, everybody.
Yeah, we got to show him Lincoln here. We resurrected a dead president today and did a photo shoot. Boom!
Right here, right where we're sitting.
Look at that.
Or are we muted?
No, you can see it. They can hear us.
All right. Well,
just video or photo.
Any other good ones?
And then, BAM!
Damn. such a good picture.
Isn't that awesome?
It is.
So yeah, that's what we did today. We resurrected Lincoln. Like that.
And he's loving our shirt too. He's just rocking them out.
Yeah. So this was the a recreation of the Lincoln Memorial, pretty much, and then this one was just we the people. Hey, why not? Lincoln smoking a cigar, drinking some whiskey.
One of the few people I met that's actually taller than me by a lot.
Yeah.
One of those side by sides.
It was crazy. He was legit. Like, so Lincoln was 6'5". That dude's 6'5". Lincoln had a 14.5 shoe. That dude had a 15.
Yeah.
Like, he is Lincoln.
It's funny because he looks at me and goes, "What size shoe you got?"
Yeah.
I'm like, well, they're only 13.5. So I'm like, sorry, my little size 14s aren't as cool as your 15s.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry, buddy.
So it was pretty cool.
He turns 213 years old this year.
He was legit.
And all the like little tidbits that you would know about, like history tidbits. Like he was just throwing them all out there. Like all the different things about like the whiskey and the cigar. Lincoln didn't drink and he didn't smoke.
Yeah.
But we're like, fuck it, we're gonna do it for this picture because we don't really care because it's cool. And then like just other things, like he was just giving all kinds of little tidbits and stuff.
How epic that is.
And the best part about it is
I washed it out so that it looked like it was an old picture.
And see, I got pictures of like from you back here, and it's a great shot of like you doing your work. So it just goes to show you, like you see that picture there. I can pull it out. I had to turn it.
It is crazy. I always like doing behind the scenes stuff because people are like, "Oh, how did you do that? How did you have that set up?" And it's like this stupid setup. Like
it is. It's literally
is.
a backdrop of a flag that my wife ordered on Amazon. I had to turn it off.
All right. But yeah, like look at that. Look at that picture.
That's how I got out of the meeting.
Oh, my phone died. Look at that. I'm pretty happy with it. It's pretty sweet.
We're sitting on the same couch right now.
Yeah, literally. All right, let's give this shirt away, and then when Chris's phone boots up, we'll show you guys how I achieved that picture. What we did to do that. All right, so we got a number. When you guys see start, you're going to start guessing. Let's give the Nuke This shirt away from freedomfatigues.com. When you guys see start, you guys can start guessing. There you go, though. Nuke This. freedomfatigues.com. All 100% American-made apparel. Guess as many times as you want.
I'll wait till they guess and I can show them a picture.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet.
You know what I mean? Like, so I was sitting back here just...
Those are awesome. I like it. Oh, that's a good one right there to show.
Here you go. Show that one. All right, we got numbers we got here. All right, I'm fucking around. I'm not even paying attention.
I was watching still.
All right, well... We
got one.
Time to stop.
Stop guessing.
Man, this is going to be easy.
Yeah, that came through quick.
Yeah, but it's going to make things... I don't know what that is, but I missed it, so... Anyway.
Oh, yeah. You're right. All right.
So,
stop guessing.
Before we announce that one here. So you get a little behind the scenes of what it looks like. Actually, we're sitting right where this picture was taken.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Let's see if I can get it to focus.
Go close to it. It usually...
There we go. So there you go.
So that was what we were doing. It looks like he is part of that backdrop.
It does, and
it's almost weird looking.
He's sitting in there, just getting his picture taken.
Yep.
Cool dude.
So that's how we achieve that kind of stuff. So that actually,
was what?
That's actually the picture. Like that's pretty much this picture.
Yeah, that's probably it right there. That's Andy taking it, and then you got the finished part of it.
That's the picture. That's what I got out of that.
Yep.
So that's how I created that picture.
Yeah, you guys are wondering how it's done. That's how it's
cool. Done. Yeah. So that was pretty. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh, we're out of focus. We gotta.
We always do that too.
I know.
Now we just look like we got Vaseline smeared all over the camera.
What happened?
Well, it makes us look better, right?
It does.
People are probably
make us look worse.
Probably saying thank you. Everybody's like, my gosh, look at these guys.
I don't know why I won't focus now, but all right. Oh, now it's you. Woo! All right. So you want to announce it?
Michael Hutari That's why I said this is going to be an easy one.
Mike is cleaning up.
It's so cold, he needs a nuke this shirt.
He's got nuke this shirt, he won a magazine, and he won a keychain.
See, that's why I left my phone off.
Is it? Oh, that's your phone.
Freaking, no, it's the camera's picking up our movement. So now it's going off every time we move. Sorry. I had my phone off, now it's on.
Mike Hutari, you are cleaning house today, man. Congratulations, you got the nuke this shirt. You got a keychain, you got a magazine. Woo woo! He's excited, and he's in Minnesota. So
frick yeah,
he's going to be wearing that T-shirt probably next week when he gets it because that's what Minnesotians do. They don't care about the cold.
No, I don't care anymore. I'm done with it. Except for the fact we're getting a wood burning stove next Wednesday. I can't wait till it's put in. I'm gonna have like the biggest fire. Probably.
Hell yeah!
Burn my living room down. But I'm gonna do it next week.
So we do have one more giveaway still. But we also
let's see this thing.
Have a gun to talk about today. So we have two guns to talk about. Let's jump ahead for a second. So the Smith & Wesson CSX giveaway, it's still going on. I did not have time to push that giveaway at all, so it's still going. I think we got about 45 spots open. So there's still a lot of spots. So we got to fill that. It's $35. An entry, you're buying a Tumbler, a Not Just Guns Tumbler from NotJustGuns.com. You enter at PewPewNationUSA.com. The Tumbler itself is a $35 Orca Tumbler. So you're getting a $35 tumbler. You're getting a free tumbler.
Not this one.
Not that one.
But this is kind of like what a tumbler is.
Yes. So
this one has cool stuff on it.
Yeah, it's camouflage, gold writing on it. It says Not Just Guns. It's really sweet. Limited edition. You're never going to find other camouflage orcas because they're not making them anymore. And we have custom ones that we made for it. So $35. Go on PewPewNationUSA.com. Get as many entries as you want. You can buy more entries if you want to. And that is for the brand new Smith & Wesson CSX. It just came out. Not a lot of people have even touched them yet. I have not even shot one yet, but it is a sweet, sweet gun from Smith & Wesson. Kind of like the SIG 938, something like that. It's pretty sweet. So make sure you guys get on there. Get your entries so we can fill that giveaway and move on to the next giveaway. So we wanted to try a more expensive giveaway with those $35 entries, and I think you're
trying to work your way up to doing F-15s.
Yeah, we're gonna do. Yeah, we're doing nukes.
Start doing nuclear giveaways.
Yeah,
and,
all kinds of cool stuff.
F-15s and stuff.
Eric asked when do we get the Tumbler. You will get the Tumbler. They're actually going to ship out probably next week. Yes, the ones that have already ordered. We were going to wait until the giveaway was done and then ship everything out, but it's taking longer to sell it out. So keep watching PewPewNationUSA.com because there may be a small giveaway that's mixed in between the CSX giveaway. So just saying, there may be a small giveaway that's mixed in there, maybe in the next day or two. And it's something that you can use if you won the CSX. Might be 1,000 of somethings that you could use. Not going to say what
magazines? Probably 1,000 magazines. Yeah, all
right. Woo! So, all right. Let's talk about 1911s. Clear?
It's clear.
So, this is brand new Springfield. This is the Ronin Emp. So they took the Springfield Ronin 1911 and they mixed it with their EMP package. I love the EMP. And
I love the 1911.
I love 1911.
So wait a minute. You're telling me you're going to give me best two both worlds?
Yeah, right?
I like it. I'm happy.
So this is what you get, is a badass. This is a 4-inch model. They do make a 3-inch model as well. I went with the 4-inch model because I thought that was a good size. This thing is super cool. I haven't shot this one yet. I've shot 1911, the Ronin 1911s, and the EMPs. This thing is freaking awesome. So the best part of this thing, I got the specs right here. It's a 9mm 1911. It is a forged carbon steel slide that's blued, so it has a black look, but it's the bluing.
Are we on camera still? Do I need to show it, or are we off camera?
We're still on camera.
Oh, well then, okay, I'll keep it up.
That's still us.
All right.
You just can't see us.
I know. I asked, so I didn't want to be like.
4-inch barrel on this model. They do make a 3-inch model as well. The grips are interchangeable, 1911 style grips, fiber optic front sight with a white dot rear. Thing is awesome. All the 1911 controls. Is that one? Is that ambi? Is it got? Nope. No. It's all reversible, but it's not ambidextrous full setup. 27 ounces, 7.6 inches long. And the best part is the MSRP. MSRP of $899. That's it. So you're going to buy that gun, real world pricing, for probably $750.
Feels good too.
That's
not bad.
Springfield is absolutely killing it with their 1911s right now. So I'm doing a full review actually on this gun, so I'm excited to shoot it and get to know it a little bit. But there it is, the Springfield Ronin Emp. Very, very cool. Very simple 1911 design, but just well done. So you got, if you're not familiar with 1911s, you got your beaver tail safety there. They're hammer fired, obviously. Thumb safety on there, so they got a couple different safeties. And usually 1911s are kind of a pain in the ass to break down because of the barrel bushing. Well, 9mm ones do not have that, so they come apart very easily. So, pretty cool. Moe says, I guess we need to keep that one too. Okay. I'm not arguing. When my wife says I need to keep the gun, I'm keeping the gun, right? Simple as that. No argument here. Trigger on this thing, just a quick rundown of it. Trigger is pretty good for 1911. Little long reset, but nice crisp break. Not a lot of take up on it, just a little bit. Nice gun for sure. Skeletonized hammer. It's got all the little features for only $899 MSRP. You can't go wrong. You can't beat it. You cannot beat it. So that is the Springfield Ronin. Ooh, Moe said her new truck gun. Sure. So that is it. That is what we're doing. So make sure you guys though check out that CSX giveaway. We got to fill that thing. We had a couple come through actually right when I was starting the show. So let's see.
Who's asking about the truck mount? Somebody's asking about.
Oh yeah. Truck mount for gun truck.
I don't remember seeing a comment come back up there. But what I was going to tell you is, for my car, Andy is actually the one that recommended it to my wife. She bought it for me for Christmas, but it's made specifically for my 2021 GMC model truck. The center console, it goes in there and it creates it, and it makes the whole console a lockbox, separate from, like, you open up the regular lid, and then you got another lid in there that has a key, and you open that up, and then the whole console in itself becomes a lockbox that nobody can. I mean, you can get into it, but anything can be taken.
Makes it harder.
It makes it a lot harder to get, and especially for, like, the little shithead down the street that wants to break in your car at 3 in the morning and take something out of it.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a ton of different options for vehicle storage for firearms. I have that same. Obviously, I recommended it to his wife. So I have that same lockbox for my F-150.
What's I don't even know what the brand.
Tuffy.
Tuffy. So if you're wondering, it's a Tuffy box, and I haven't put it in yet. I've been wanting to. haven't had time. I'll get to it.
Once you go to put it in, you'll be like, why did I wait? It takes 3 minutes.
It's 2 screws.
Yeah,
No, it is.
It goes in so easily.
It's just like I have to find that 2 minutes where I'm thinking about it.
Exactly. But yeah, so I have magnets. I have like the gun magnet, that the slide sticks to,
nice.
Which is nice when you're going on like a road trip or something. You want your gun super easily accessible. Hornady makes a pretty cool safe it's called the truck vault, or vehicle vault maybe, something like that. But it actually doesn't have any, like, you don't have to drill it in or screw it in or anything like that. It has like a bladder, like you inflate it like a blood pressure cuff, and it goes between your seat, and it uses pressure to hold it in place, and then it has a cable that wraps around the seat post too to kind of lock it in. That's a really nice safe if you don't want to modify anything, or you don't want to add that center console security from Tuffy or anything like that. That safe is really nice. It's biometric. It's RFID technology. You can put, like, I used to have a sticker on the back of my phone, and you just take my phone because my phone sits next to it. I just took my phone and you wipe it over it, and the thing opens up right away. They got wristbands that you can put on and all that stuff. So there's some pretty cool stuff there. But honestly, I have the magnet in my truck. I barely use the magnet because I mounted my Glock 43X is actually in the I took a tack rig holster. So if you were watching from the beginning, tack rig, I've done a couple of articles on them. They were at SHOT Show. They had all my stuff out. It was pretty cool. But tack rig makes a really cool product that is modular. So you get the shell that fits your gun, and then you can get different backers for it. So you can carry it in the waistband on the main backer. But what I do is I have my 43X mounted in my truck in a left-hand holster. So I'm not left-handed. I'm right-handed. Well,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm drawing from my holster on the wrong side pretty much. So I bought a left-hand holster mounted in the truck on my center console. It's down by the floor on my center console, and when I draw, I'm grabbing it straight instead of having to grab it like backwards and turn the gun. I'm drawing straight out of the holster. The cool thing with the tack rig is all that mounts is this little it's a little X piece that has the tabs in it, so you have to screw that into something in the truck. So you got to put a couple little holes in your center console or wherever you're putting it. But the cool thing is I can take that shell, that holster shell, right off with the gun in it, and I carry that gun riding my four-wheeler. So it's a left-hand holster, which I found I needed a left-hand holster when we had a guy threatening us on the trails, and I realized that I have to let off the throttle to draw the gun that's on my right side, which makes my quad stop. So I was like, I need a left-hand holster so I could draw with my left hand, keep my right hand on the throttle.
Don't think about till maybe you're in a situation where you need it.
Exactly. So now I can take that same left-handed holster out of my truck. I have belt clips that Tack Rig sells. Clip the belt clips on that thing, carry outside the waistband on the left side in my quad, get back in the truck when I'm all done, take my gun off, and put it back in the truck. So it's a pretty cool setup. I found, honestly, that is probably my favorite way to carry now in a vehicle, just because of how multi-purpose it is. So, you can buy them for different guns. So I can carry, my Glock 43X is in the truck right now. I could carry my Hellcat in the truck. If I order a left-hand holster, I can carry the Hellcat in there. I can carry any of the guns that I own. I just had to order the holster shell. And then all my backers, my belt clips, all that stuff works. My refrigerator mount, yeah. A fridge gun is a thing, just so you know. Thanks to Tack Rig.
Cereal box gun.
Cereal box gun. Shower gun. Toilet gun.
Yeah. Got a ball, right?
So that's my recommendations. Check out something like that. Sometimes you got to get creative with the mounts. Everybody's vehicle is different. I used to have, what truck was it? My Rangers. I used to have Ford Rangers when I was a little younger, And my Rangers, the way the seat was designed, there was like a little bar that went across under the seat. And I always had a gun mounted there. Same thing. Holster was the opposite of what I would normally have. So it was like a left-hand holster. Because the thing was under the seat, all I had to do was literally reach under the seat and draw, and bring the gun up, and it was literally pointing out the window already pretty much. So, and that was like a $3 pocket holster that I used to do that. That's all it was. It was super, super cheap. It had a little strap so the gun didn't come out of it.
Ultimately, I just don't like to leave it in there if I don't have. My cars, I don't leave them parked outside. They get parked inside.
Yeah. So you don't have to.
I don't even really worry about it inside my garage. But my gun, if it's in my car, it's coming in my pocket when I get inside it.
Yeah, you usually don't want it. And that's the nice thing with the safe. Like when I was at the airport, can't carry a gun on the plane, obviously, and I'm going to Vegas where I can't really carry a gun. So I'm like, well, what do I do? So I'm like, how do I want to work this? So I put the gun in my truck and park at the parking place, and I had it in the lockbox. So now I can unlock the truck. Or now I can have the gun when I leave to the airport. So driving through Detroit, why risk it, right?
It's cold up there.
Yeah, it is. It's about to start my truck, but unfortunately, I just started my wife's car from home. There's 2 vehicles on this app now. Ford has this app, so you can start your vehicle from your phone, which is cool when it actually works right. But I've always only had my truck on it. Well, now we bought a brand new Explorer, and hers is on there. So I just started my wife's car.
She's probably home.
She's probably watching right now. Like, why did my car just start? So if the Explorer's on, I think I shut it off from the app, but I'm not 100% sure. So if you see the car on, Moe, go on your app and turn it off. It says I turned it off, and my truck's running. So perfect. Boom. All right. So thanks for watching, guys. We will be here next week with another episode of Pew Pew Nation. Send us any questions that you might have. If you have any suggestions, stuff that you want us to talk about, send it away. Send it over. Make sure you guys go check out. Wait, we didn't give the other shirt away, did we? No. What the hell's wrong with us?
We'll hold it till next week.
We'll hold it till next week. Yeah. We'll do that shirt next week because we already were signing out and people are leaving. So, so we'll give a shirt. We got the new shirt to give away next week. But make sure you guys go check out notjustguns.com.
Yeah, that's what we'll give away next. We'll give them a preview.
Yeah, there you go. I love this one. These colors don't run. So make sure you guys, that'll be on there next week. We'll give that away. Make sure you guys go check out notjustguns.com. Check out freedomfatigues.com for all your American-made apparel. If anybody is interested in joining a barbecue competition in Michigan this weekend, Saturday, there's still a couple spots open. There's like 2 or 3 spots. So if you are interested, message me and I'll get you taken care of. If you want anything today, message me your name, address, and email address. And make sure you guys go get in that Smith & Wesson CSX giveaway. If you've already entered the giveaway and you don't want to buy another cup and you want more entries, message me. I can get you in. Or just go buy another cup. Why not? Because then you can give it away for a gift or something like that. So make sure you guys go check that thing out, though. If we fill that giveaway this week, or before Wednesday next week, we will give it away live on Pew Pew Nation, episode 89. So make sure you guys go fill that thing up. Share it with all your friends. Share the posts, and tell everybody to get on there. So thanks for watching, guys. We will see you all next week.
Have a good week, guys.
Stay safe out there.
Stay warm.
Let's show them Lincoln one more time.
Oh,
boom! Look at that
picture.
I freaking love that picture.
Yeah, that was badass.
Look at that. All right. Stay safe, guys.